All right, what have we got here? We've got cobwebs. We've got some dirt. We've got a Celestion JTM 70 sticker on a speaker. Doesn't appear to have any tubes. What do we got here? Marshall solid state amplifier 5210. That's right. Went on Amp Safari last night and grabbed this thing at a pretty reasonable price. $140. $140 for it's a big cabinet. Worst case scenario, I've got a big 112 cabinet, extension cabinet, with an old Celestion unit. Best case scenario, this thing turns out to be an okay amp, and I can use it for the purpose I bought it for, which is to be a number 3, number 4 sort of backup amp. Use it as a clean amp that I can plug my pedal board into. Leave it at a drummer's house, bring it to a gig. Don't really use it, but just have it there sitting as a spare in case one of the tube amps goes down. That's sort of a hybrid back there. That's a Marshall Artist 3203, similar to this one. Anyways, I drove up to the guy's house last night, and we went in the house. There's a couple amps I have not been able to look at or buy or not been comfortable with, because with COVID going around, people don't want to meet you in their house, or they don't want to have you come over. They're just like, come over and get it and give me money. And I'm not comfortable with that with strangers. I'd like to at least turn it on and turn some knobs and make sure the thing works before driving off. I've actually sold a few things in the past year, and that's what I've done, is just set it up outside. But in my garage, I got power out there. We could just be outside and take a few minutes, and at least somebody could try it out. I mean, I think that's fair. When you're outside and you're a distance away from people, you're not going to get sick or get somebody else sick. We're not sitting on each other's laps when we're looking at amplifiers here. So, anyways, what we did is he had a Boss ME70 or something plugged into it, and I just said, hey, listen, let's just go straight in and let's see if this works. And if it works, great. So plugged it in. The volume and the treble and the bass worked. There's no way to change the channel in the front here. You only do it with the foot switch on these old I don't know a lot about Marshalls, but I do know on that amp back there, that Artist, if you just stick any old 1/4 inch from patch cable even into the foot switch jack, that will change the channel. So we grabbed a patch cable, just shoved it in the foot switch in the back, and this light came on. The boost channel was now active, and the gain worked. Volume, treble, middle, bass, reverb, everything worked. So other than the grill is nasty, it's missing a knob. This shaft is actually bent. It does turn freely, but it's bent a little bit. Let's see what happens here. Okay, well, so I can put a knob on there. It turns. You can feel it turning really weird. I'm gonna have to bend that. See if I can bend it straight. If I can't bend it straight and I get real anal retention, I guess I'll replace the pot. I don't know. But that's it. Everything works on here, and come over here, check out the serial number. T36696. I did look before this video, and with that T, I think it's a 1985. And I also thought I read somewhere online that in 85 and 86 were sort of some of the years that the black Tolex, it's supposed to be black like that, the black Tolex would turn brown. So this little lead 12 5005, I don't remember what, there is a serial number on it. I don't remember if that's an 89 or a 90. and it stayed black. And then of course this artist back here stayed black, and that's an 87. But it's interesting because on this, I don't know if you can see those, it looks like it's dirty or something, but I think that those are actually little pieces that are sort of a little brown. So it's kind of got a few spots of brown. I don't think it's dirty there. Anyways, we're going to go ahead and fire this thing up and see what it actually sounds like next. I'm not going to go super loud because I don't want to clip the mic on this camera, and I'll probably get out a mic and compare it to some of my other amps. I'll compare it to this amp. Underneath there is a Hughes and Kettner, and I'll compare it to that artist and stuff. But I'll get some mics out so we're not clipping, and I'll do that some other time. I just want to see what this thing can do right now, see what I'm dealing with. So let's turn it on and check it out. All right, so I got the power cable plugged in, and foot switch over here so we can change channels, and use this guitar. This has got a Duncan custom in the bridge, so we'll check that out, see how it sounds with that. And we got everything turned down. All right, let's see. That was loud. Let me do that. Good, that works. All right. It's already got a fair amount of noise. Crackle, crackle going. Let's what's going on here? Oh, okay, I gotta get the master turned up. All right. So this without the master, so we've got a volume, treble, bass, and a master. You know. All right. So, well, that's bright. That's really bright. I'm gonna try this. Turn the master all the way up. See if it warms up. That did not really warm it up. Let me turn this down. Let me turn this volume all the way up. Ah, much better. Nice. Nice. So check that out. I'm going to turn this channel volume way down again and turn this master way up. And it's super thin. So that's pretty interesting, because I know on some other Marshalls that you really want to crank, I think you want to crank the master volume to get a good tone. Anyways, that's not the case here. Let me turn that master back down to almost nothing. Crank this channel volume up to 8. All right, so nice. All right, go back to my humbucker. Boy, that, wow, that's unusual. Turn some reverb on. Wow. That's with the reverb on 2. That's a long reverb. the tank goes from end to end. So I think that's why it's such a long reverb. It's a really long tank and long springs in there. And this reverb circuit is pretty loud, noisy. I wonder if that can be cleaned up at all. Not just the pot, but the circuit itself. Like I said, on 2, it's pretty noisy. Also, it's good sound. Okay. All right, let's turn this master all the way back down. Check out the drive channel. Keep that at 2. Turn our gain up. Let me put this knob on this guy. Now there's no sound because on these, unless you give it some treble, middle, and bass, you're not going to get any sound. So here it comes. So let's go halfway on these. All right. That sounds good. So that's sort of mid gain. Let's get rid of all the bass. I don't like that. Get rid of all the treble. Oh, that was the middle. Sorry, let me do that again. All right, I got them all on 6. No bass. Turn the gain up to 8. I don't care for that distortion too much. When it's up higher, let me go like this and put the bass on 7, everything goes on 7. Kind of farty. Alright, so how can we get a good distortion out of this thing without playing super loud? It's pretty buzzy. And right here, it seems at 8 o'clock, right at 8, let me turn the volume up. You can hear this, okay? There's hiss, 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 and then right there, it goes from annoying to unacceptable. Just past 8. So what else can we do with this thing? It does work. That's good. You know that. I guess, man, that's a big reverb. So, these pickups are obviously much lower output. Apologize, I'm a little hair out of tune. And that sounds okay. But you start giving it a hotter signal, and it breaks up right away. So what happens if we do this? I'll turn that reverb off. That reverb is noisy. Man, that reverb is noisy. How much clean volume can we get? Like, how can we? Well, that's a loud pop too. I guess it's not too bad. So I can't really get this boost channel to be as... That sounds pretty good. That's a good clean sound. This boost channel can't quite do that. It's a lot more mid-range cut, which I suppose is good for a boost. So this may work. I'm going to set it up and my other amps up and really push some volume with it and see how it sounds with just using this clean channel. That's what I bought it for. I'm not real in love at all with the overdrive on this thing. Crank it all the way up. Let's just see. So if let's do this. It's a Marshall. Let's dime everything. Let's turn that reverb off. We're keeping the master down. What does this sound like? That's too loud. All right, so what, let me turn this thing off. Wow, that is major. All right, we need to figure that out. So we got a little bit of a dirty reverb circuit. We got a massive pop. Let's try it on the clean channel. Does it pop like that or not? All right. Try that again. Wow. All right, this thing's got a serious pop. All right, so what do we got here? We got a decent sounding clean channel. The boost channel could maybe work if it's literally just used as a boost and not as a primary overdrive, in my opinion. Somebody else maybe really would like that. I don't know. So that's it. That's the that's our $140 5210. It appears to work, and I'm going to pull it out of the cabinet and spray some stuff on these pots and clean up the chassis and all that good stuff. So that'll be another day. We'll see how good we can get this thing to sound.